Hello Libra, this is your astrology forecast for July and also applies if you are Libra rising or Libra moon. Well, it's a very busy month this month, Libras. We've got 2 full moons instead of 1 this month, and we've also got Saturn still retrograde in Scorpio until the 18th of September. And this retrograde for you happening here, yes I know, in your 2nd house of money, Libras. So when Saturn retrogrades, it's time, only for this short period now, it's not a long time, to look at your finances again. It's like another little check-in. Are you organised enough? How you're spending your money, how you're saving, how you're budgeting. Also looking at your earning. Are there new ways, different ways that you haven't thought of maybe, that you could bring in some extra money? Maybe some more creative ways. Libras, you're very, very creative. There's so much out there now, and there's so many different possibilities now that we're so connected. Maybe you can come up with something new that would really be very powerful for you. So it's about reassessing here your skills, your talents, and maybe noticing that you've got a skill, maybe listening to maybe other people telling you that you've got a special skill. Why not make that into a business or a source of some extra passive income for you? So on the 1st of the month, we've got a full moon in Capricorn, and this full moon for you, Libra, is happening in your 4th house of home and family. And it's resonating there with Pluto as well. So wherever a full moon shines its light, it's looking at maybe a culmination of things. So for you it could be a move, Libras. A full moon in the 4th house is often a feeling of not quite satisfied with my surroundings, or yes, I'm really happy and I've arrived and this is where I want to be. So often it is a time of change, and it could be as well highlighting something connected with family. Maybe there are some extra responsibilities, maybe there is a freeing up you need to do of family members who maybe needed more from you than you're able to give, but just some changes happening and you taking your power more with everything connected with your home, your security and your family. Now for the first week of the month, we've got a lovely aspect, which is Venus and Jupiter coming together here in your 11th house, Libra. So if ever there was a month for socialising, for meeting up with new people, new groups, even meeting somebody that could become a really special friend, widening your horizons with who you mix with, who you're involved with, and just trying out new things. You're going to be very popular. Venus is your ruler. And coming together with Jupiter can bring you an abundance of some new social connections. And it could be different groups that you meet online, where you just click with people and you start a dialogue, you start something that's very inspiring. And let's not forget that all month we've got this lovely trine going on between Jupiter in your 11th and Uranus in your 7th house of relationships, Libra. So this is unexpected meetings, unexpected opportunities coming in, a windfall. There's all kinds of possibilities there, especially something new happening connected to your relationships. On the 7th of July, we've got an exact opposition between Pluto and the Sun. So there could be demands being made of you in your workplace, and you say, no, I've got to see to my family first, or vice versa. Maybe it's home and family responsibilities pulling at you when in fact your heart is to be at work and do something that feels really fulfilling there. So it'll be about taking your power and your strength and not allowing somebody else to manipulate you. On the 9th of July, we've got Mercury coming into this 10th house, joining the Sun and Mars, which is there all month. So Mars up in this 10th house all month, Libras. Great time to be putting energy into your career, into being out there more, being seen. You might find it better to work autonomously rather than working with a group of people. I would say that this Venus-Jupiter aspect for the first week is helpful, but nonetheless Mars likes to do its own thing. So it's about doing your own thing and finding your own way in your work area. The Sun is shining a light there, Mercury after the 8th from the 9th of July. So it's a good time for communicating from the 9th of July. It's a good time maybe for writing something that will get published. But a good time for focusing a lot of your energy this month into your career and your career direction. And maybe it's a time to take that career into a new direction or to expand the career that you're already in. Because keep in mind, whatever career you're in, it's constantly changing. Mars is encouraging you to wake up and make those changes. Before changes come from outside, and maybe take your job away or your business away in some different way, something changes. No, you be the proactive one to come up with another string or two to your bow so that you're ahead of the game. From the 13th to the 15th, we have got a square happening between Venus and Saturn. So a square energy between Venus and Saturn, especially connected with your finances. This may be a challenge between earning money and doing work and having pleasure and being with friends. And there may be a pull between both of them, and you may not be able to do both, at least not during those days, not so much. On the 15th or 16th of July, we've got a lovely new moon happening right up here in this 10th house of career again. New beginnings, new seeds that you can plant with respect to your career, what you want to do in the world, how you want to be seen in the world. And a moon in that 10th house often can take you in contact with the public, where the public get to see you and like you in a new way, Libras, because you, of course, need to be liked and loved. Now, your ruler on the 19th of July moves into your 12th house. Lovely time for relaxing, for taking time out, being in nature, by water, for also having a past relationship either come back into your life in some way, or you get a realization of the needs that were met in that relationship, the pleasure that you had in that relationship, and maybe you set yourself some new goals as to what you want in your relationships. It's a wonderful time for anything metaphysical, astrology, tarot, numerology, anything in that area is very, very favourable during this time. On the 23rd of July, we've got the Sun coming into your 11th house of dreams and wishes. And on the 24th, we've got Mercury also in this house. So the last week of the month particularly, we've got a lot of activity in that 11th house happening. So with the Sun there, this is a wonderful time, Libra, to set some new goals, dreams. What do you want for yourself? What do you want for the world around you? It's also a great time for setting yourself goals with friendships. What do you want from your social circle? Do you want more in-depth connections? Do you want more superficial connections where you can just flit from one group to another? What do you want? With Mercury there, it's a good time to analyse that and think about it. And also a good time very much to connect with like-minded people. And you'll have an opportunity to do that during the last week of this month. And finally, on the very last day of the month, we've got another full moon in your 5th house in Aquarius. So this is shining a light, Libra, on anything connected with children, with young people. It's shining a light on, are you having enough pleasure in your life? Are you getting pleasure out of the tiny things, the little things, the things that don't cost anything, but that you can appreciate and enjoy? It's a time to enjoy culture, theatre, entertainment, the arts. It's shining a light on your creative energies. What can you do with that creativity? Do you dance? Do you sing? What can you do with that creative? Do you write? And maybe you'll put that into a business of some kind, because the 5th house also is doing what you love. Also shines a light on bringing more romance into your life, and surely, Libras, you are the queens of romance, kings and queens of romance. So there you have it, my lovely Libras. I wish you a great July. If you'd like me to look at your individual chart, look at what's happening for you personally, please don't hesitate to get in touch for a personal reading. I'm always delighted to hear from you. Thank you for listening. Bye for now.